Loper Baseball is on the air. It's time for this afternoon's game. You're listening to the Loper Baseball Radio Network pregame show, brought to you by Jersey Sports Bar and Grill, where the grill and the game are always on. Here's the voice of the Loper Baseball Radio Network, Colton Wiersbicki.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome to Kleinberry Field here in Arkadelphia, Arkansas. Colton Wiersbicki here with you, and you're listening to the Jersey Sports Bar and Grill pregame show. Jersey Sports Bar and Grill, where the grill and the game are always on, located at North 2nd Avenue in Kearney. The Lopers got a big one yesterday, a 10-inning victory over Ouachita Baptist by a final score of 11-7. A lot of those big bats that performed yesterday for UNK will be back in the lineup here today, and we are excited for more baseball here on the second weekend of the season. The Lopers come in right now. They are 3-3 on the season. Suffered a 7-0 loss on Thursday here at Kleinberry Field to Henderson State. The Lopers could only muster one hit. Yesterday, it was a back-and-forth game. The Lopers didn't lead until the top of the 10th inning when they scored 4 runs to beat Ouachita Baptist 11-7. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll preview a little bit more of this baseball game and give you the starting lineups, followed by first pitch. You're listening to the Jersey Sports Bar and Grill pregame show on your home for Loper Baseball, the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
At the University of Nebraska at Kearney, it's the people who make the biggest difference. Here, students get the help and support they need to earn a quality education. Professors know your name and oftentimes help students find internships or even that first job after graduation. The campus is filled with people who care enough to make a difference in your life. It's also filled with opportunities to make a difference for others. Here, you can explore the world around you with confidence, knowing you have people behind you every step of the way. At UNK, we're all difference makers. We turn ideas into action. We produce results to be proud of. We put more care into our work because we're people of integrity. We know it takes strength to make a difference, and making a difference is our strength. Find out how you can make a difference at the University of Nebraska at Kearney. Visit unk.edu and schedule a campus visit today.
Welcome back. You're listening to the Jersey Sports Bar and Grill pregame show. Jersey Sports Bar and Grill, where the grill and the game are always on, located North 2nd Avenue in Kearney. The Lopers and Truman State getting ready to battle it out here on a Saturday afternoon in Arkadelphia, Arkansas. And the two coaches have met at home plate for our plate meeting. And head coach Damon Day speaking with our umpires. This is his 14th season at the helm of the Lopers, assisted by Shane Sharkey, Max Ayub, and Jake Dittman, all three assistants in their first year with the Lopers. Let's give you the uniform update today. As the Lopers wearing my favorite uniform combo, the blue caps, the throwback baby blue jerseys with the blue and white trim, white pants with the blue suit tash, and the usual hiked up blue socks. Truman State today wearing purple caps, purple jerseys with the white letters, numbers, and trim, gray pants with the purple soutache, and a few of them have their pants up wearing purple stirrups. The sun is out, few clouds in the sky, slight breeze blowing across from right to left field, and that's going to be key today with a lot of right-handed bats in the lineup for the Lopers. Lopers have not hit a home run this weekend yet. Dallas Schramm last weekend hit 3. Pete Katechis had 2. And like I said, none this weekend. The biggest hit yesterday was a triple by Billy Hayes. It was a pinch hit triple that scored 2 runs in the top of the 10th inning. It pretty much gave the Lopers what they needed to win against Ouachita Baptist. We're going to take another break. When we come back, we'll have starting lineups. You're listening to the Jersey Sports Bar and Grill pregame show on your home for Loper Baseball, the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
That was the Loper Baseball Radio Network pregame show, brought to you by Jersey Sports Bar and Grill, where the grill and the game are always on. Stay tuned. Starting lineups are just ahead on the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
Welcome back. You're listening to the Jersey Sports Bar and Grill pregame show. Jersey Sports Bar and Grill, where the grill and the game are always on, located at North 2nd Avenue in Kearney. The Lopers have taken the field. And let's read today's starting lineups, brought to you by Nebraska Star Beef. Premium beef, fair price. That's Nebraska Star Beef. And first, the visitors on the scoreboard. Truman State leading off the center fielder, Mason King. Batting second, the second baseman, Brendan Trimble. Batting third, the right fielder, Dave Gambino. Batting fourth, the first baseman, Charlie Cray. Batting fifth, the catcher, Jason Priest. Batting sixth, the third baseman, Chris Eliopoulos. Batting seventh, the designated hitter, Tyler Blackington. Batting eighth is the shortstop, number 14, Evan Kaiser. And batting ninth, the left fielder, Adam Stoley. On the mound today for the Bulldogs is number 12, Brad Bolsky. And here's the lineup for the Lopers. Leading off, the shortstop, number 3, Calvin Rudolph. Batting second, the first baseman, number 5, Ricky Trammell. Batting third, the designated hitter, number 23, Dallas Schramm. Batting fourth, the right fielder, number 19, Brooks Benson. Batting fifth, the left fielder, number 10, Pete Contentious. Batting sixth, the center fielder, number 7, Josh Estrada. Batting seventh, the catcher, number 6, Billy Hayes. Batting eighth, the third baseman, number 1, Brent Kirsch. And batting ninth, the second baseman, number 9, Matt Solomon. And on the mound for the Lopers as he gets ready to throw his first pitch of the afternoon is the junior, Mitchell Robinson. Robinson toes the rubber. As our first batter of the game, Mason King steps in the first pitch. And they're going to bunt it down the third base line. It's going to get foul. Billy Hayes on the move will grab it in foul territory. And it's 0-1. Truman State 1-1 on the year. Lost last night to Central Missouri. And got a big win earlier today, just before this ball game against Northwest Missouri State, by a final of 6-2. As the lefty Mason King back into the box. Robinson, the leg kick and the 0-1. This one going to be roped over the head of the shortstop Rudolph. And our first base hit of the afternoon belongs to Mason King here in the top of the first inning. And batting second is Brendan Trimble. Just underway here at Clydeberry Field. No score. Runner at first, nobody out for Truman. Trimble, another lefty, steps in. Robinson has his sign. Pick over back safely, King. Something you usually don't see in a non-conference game. 3 umpires today. As Robinson set, the first pitch is going to be on a line. It's going to get down. Rudolph 4-6, the throw to 3. Not in time. Rudolph gets the lead runner. And with one down, that'll bring up the 3-hole hitter, Dave Gambino. Gambino, another lefty. Steps in. Runner at first, one down, top of the first, no score. Robinson, the first pitch, going to be fouled away down the third base side, out of play. And it'll be 0-1. Back in. Gambino. Robinson. Checks on Trimble at first. Here's the pitch. This one going to be chopped to the ground. Foul. down the first base side. The count 0-2 to Dave Gambino. Gambino second on the team in RBIs. He has 4. At the belt, the 0-2. This one swung and a miss, strike 3. Nice work by Mitchell Robinson. Yeah, that'll bring up Charlie Cray, the first baseman. Cray, another lefty. Robinson has his sign set, checks in the runner at first. The first pitch, that one just outside, 1-0. At the belt, the 1-0 pitch. That one low and outside. 2-0 the count now to Charlie Cray. Runner at first, 2 down. No score here in the top of the first. Robinson taking a while to get his sign and now picks over. Late throw, and they'll call a balk. He jump turned. And when you do that, you have to throw the baseball. He stopped and then threw it. So that would constitute a balk, and now a runner at second with 2 down. Billy Hayes is going to call time and come to speak with our pitcher, along with Ricky Trammell and our home plate umpire. Robinson, 1-0 on the year. Comes into today. As I pull up his stats here, 3 ERA, 1-0 in 1 start, 6 innings, 6 hits given up, 2 earned, 1 walk, and 6 strikeouts in his first appearance at Metro State. The 2-0. This one fouled away, and it's 2-1. Robinson looks in. Getting his signs from the catcher, Billy Hayes, who's making his first start in a Loper uniform here today behind the dish. The 2-1. That one just upstairs, and it's 3-1. The catcher, Jason Priest, on deck. Robinson shakes off the first sign, shakes off the second. And now time called as Cray will step out. Robinson gets the first sign he has this time. Checks to the runner at second, the 3-1. This one fouled away. And we'll go to full here with 2 down and a runner at second in the top of the first. Neutral site game for the Lopers and the Bulldogs. UNK will act as the home team on the scoreboard. Robinson. The 3-2 popped up foul. Out of play. So we'll reset here, 3-2. 2 down. Cray back in. Robinson. Sent. The 3-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that'll end the top of the first. Mitchell Robinson with 2 strikeouts. We head to the bottom half. No score here in Arkadelphia. You're listening to UNK Baseball on the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
You're listening to the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
The University of Nebraska at Kearney is ready to make a difference for you. Here, you'll get a quality education and graduate on time with less debt. You'll also have an unforgettable college experience. Join a club, become a leader, make a real difference for yourself and others. Choosing the right college is a big decision. Trust your future with people who care about your success. Choose the University of Nebraska at Kearney because we are difference makers.
Here's the voice of the Loper Baseball Radio Network, Colton Wiersbicki.
Hello, baseball fans. Welcome back. You're listening to UNK Baseball on the Loper Baseball Radio Network. Colton Wiersbicki here with you as score 0-0. As we head to the bottom of the first, and leading off will be Calvin Rudolph. And the first pitch he sees is going to be popped up foul. Shown bunt, popped it up. So the count 0-1 to the freshman from Omaha, Nebraska. The 0-1, this one going to be roped in to left, but the left fielder going to camp under it. That's Adam Stoley, who will make the grab for out number one. So that'll bring up Ricky Trammell. Trammell, a switch hitter, going to hit from the right side here with the lefty, Brad Molsky on the mound. The pitch. That one outside, 1-0. Molsky making his first appearance of the season. As the 1-0 to Trammell, going to be lofted up into right field, going to get down foul. And the count even at 1-1. Molsky, a 5'11", 160-pound junior from Ellisville, Missouri. Played community college baseball at St. Charles Community College. As Trammell swings and misses at that one. And the count 1-2. Trammell gets his sign from head coach Damon Day. Now steps in. Molsky shakes off the first sign. Now shakes off the second. Has the third sign, the 2-1. That one low for a ball. And the count even at 2-2 to the Loper first baseman from Kansas City, Missouri. The 2-2. This one fouled away right into the mask of our home plate umpire. As the Bulldog catcher, Jason Priest, going to call time and head out to speak with Molsky to give our home plate umpire a few moments. Now trot back behind the dish as we get ready to go. 2-2 the count. One down, nobody on for the Lopers here in the bottom of the first. No score. The late kick and the 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. Trammell goes down swinging, and that'll bring up the reigning MIAA hitter of the week, Dallas Schramm. Schramm 2 hits yesterday. He was 2 for 5. After going hitless on Thursday against Henderson State. First pitch going to be chopped to the ground up the middle into center field for a base hit. 2-out base knock for Dallas Schramm. They'll put a runner at first for Brooks Benson. Benson yesterday had 3 hits and an RBI. Yesterday was his first start in a Loper uniform. Molsky from the stretch for the first time today as the pitch just a tad inside, but they'll call it a strike at its 0-1. Back in, Molsky checks on Schramm at first. The 0-1. Brooks going to swing and miss at that one. And it's 0-2. Deep breath as he steps in. Molsky shakes off the first line, shakes off the second, has the third, checks on Schramm, the pitch. Outside, 1-2. Pete Katechis on deck for the Lopers. Benson. The lefty Molsky, the pitch. That one, strike 3, got him looking. That'll end the Loper half of the first. We head to the second. No score here in Arkadelphia. You're listening to UNK Baseball on the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
Like us, follow us, and listen to us. Loper fans, you can follow your UNK baseball team all season long via your favorite social media platform. Like us on Facebook at Upper Deck Club. Find us on Instagram at UNK Baseball. On Twitter, you can follow the team at UNK Baseball, and you can follow Coach Day himself at UNK Coach 47. And of course, you can listen to all the Loper baseball away games on the Loper Baseball Radio Network. Just click the link found on lopers.com. And don't forget to stay connected throughout the entire year by subscribing to the UNK Baseball channel on YouTube. You're listening to UNK Baseball on the Loper Baseball Radio Network. Here's the voice of the Loper Baseball Radio Network, Colton Wierzbicki.
Welcome back, Loper fans. You're listening to UNK Baseball on the Loper Baseball Radio Network. Going on across the street, number 3 in the nation, Central Missouri taking on Ouachita Baptist as they head to the 9th. Central Missouri trails 4-1. Central Missouri will play right after us here at Clydeberry Field as they will take on Henderson State. As Mitch Robinson back up on the bump, going to face 5, 6, 7 here. And the first one to greet him will be Jason Priest as the pitch is in there for a strike, 0-1. No score here in the top of the second. One hit apiece for each team as this one's fouled away. The Lopers and the Tigers yesterday combined for 8 errors and 24 runners left on base. So far, each team has 1 runner left on base today. A late kick and the 0-2. That one low and outside. 1-2 now the count to the catcher, Jason Priest. The 1-2 from Robinson. This one's going to be chopped to the ground. Rudolph has it. The throw across in time for out number 1. 6-3 put out for those of you keeping score at home. And with 1 down, that'll bring up the third baseman, Chris Eliopoulos. Eliopoulos, a 5'9", 230-pound senior from Norridge, Illinois. Spoon River College, as this one's fouled away and the count's 0-1. Robinson back on the bump. As his sign, The windup and the 0-1. This one's going to be lofted up high into right. Benson on his horse. He's going to watch this one, and it's gone. Solo home run for Chris Heliopoulos here in the second. And Truman State has a 1-0 lead. Just left that one right over the heart of the plate. Heliopoulos turned on it. And that'll bring up Tyler Blackington, the designated hitter. Robinson has his sign, the first pitch. Swung on a miss for a strike, 0-1. Robinson, the 0-1 to Blackington. That one inside corner for a strike, and it's 0-2. Top of the second, Truman leads 1-0 here at Clyde Berry Field. The late kick and the 0-2 from Robinson. That one just low, and it's 1-2. The junior pitcher takes a deep breath as he begins his windup, the 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Robinson's third strikeout of the ball game, and that'll bring up the shortstop, Evan Kaiser. As Robinson taking his time, and now Kaiser will call time and step out. Kaiser, a 5'10", 160-pound freshman from Medina, Ohio. As the first pitch is low and outside for a ball, 1-0. One of the smaller strike zones we've seen from an umpire this weekend. As the 1-0 pitch swung on and missed for a strike, and it's 1-1 to Kaiser. The 9-hole hitter, Adam Stoley, on deck. 2 down. The 1-1 from Robinson. This one going to be lofted up into shallow left. As Katech is going to call everyone off, he'll make the grab for out number 3. Truman State gets a run here in the second on a solo shot by Chris Heliopoulos. As we head to the bottom half, UNK trails 1-0. You're listening to UNK Baseball on the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
This Loper Baseball Radio Network broadcast brought to you by the 2017 Upper Deck Club corporate sponsors, including 5 Points Bank, Aflac, Bruce Furniture, Bruner Frank LLC, the Buffalo County Fairgrounds, Coca-Cola, Culligan Water, and Eagle Dental.
At the University of Nebraska at Kearney, we are difference makers. We're the ones who turn ideas into action. We produce results to be proud of. We're innovative. It's not enough to just complete a job. We strive to do it better. We put more care into our work because we're people of integrity. We know it takes strength to make a difference, and making a difference is our strength. Seeing is believing. Visit unk.edu and schedule a campus visit today.
5, 6, 7, 2 up for the Lopers here in the bottom of the second. And it's Pete Katech who steps in the first pitch. He swings and misses on, so the count 0-1. Wind up and the pitch from Molsky. That one in there for a strike. 0-2 the count here to Katech. The 0-2. Katech is going to loft this one up into right. The right fielder hustling back at the track will make the grab on the run. for out number 1. And with 1 down, that'll bring up Josh Estrada. We've mentioned before that Estrada, kind of a utility player, getting his first action in center field in his Loper career here today. Played third base yesterday for the Lopers as the first pitch from Molsky is inside, 1-0. Estrada back in. The 1-0. This one going to be lofted up as well into right as the second baseman going to backtrack, and he'll make the grab. It's Brendan Trimble. 2 quick ones for the Lopers here in the second, and that'll bring up Billy Hayes. Had his first hit in the Loper uniform yesterday. It was a 2 RBI triple in the top of the 10th. First pitch from Molsky. Hayes going to watch this one for a strike, and it's 0-1. Hayes back in. The late kick and the 0-1. This one going to be fouled into the backstop, and it's 0-2 now. Hayes in, Molsky the 0-2. This one going to be released right back up the middle. And another 2-out base hit for the Lopers. Both of their hits in the game so far have been with 2 down. And that'll bring up Brent Kirsch with Hayes on first. Kirsch 0 on the season thus far, as the first pitch he sees is upstairs. 1-0 the count. Back in, Molsky set, checks on Hayes. The 1-0. That one inside. They'll call it a strike, and it's 1-1. 1-1 count, 2 down. A runner at first is Hayes. Bottom of the second, Lopers trail 1-0. Molsky, the 1-1. That one upstairs, and it's 2-1 out of Kirsch. Kirsch is senior from Papillion, Nebraska, getting the start at third. The 2-1 is going to be low, and it gets away as Hayes will advance to second. And a 3-1 count now to Brent Kirsch with 2 down and a runner in scoring position. Matt Solomon, the 9-hole hitter, on deck. And time called as Kirsch will step out of the box. Back in, Molsky gets his sign. Set. Checks on Hayes. The 3-1. This one going to be lofted up in the air. Just beyond the infield. The shortstop. Got a camp under it. He'll make the grab. Evan Kaiser for out number 3. So the Lopers get a hit here with 2 down, but are unable to score as we head to the third. UNK trails 1-0. You're listening to UNK Baseball on the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
At the University of Nebraska at Kearney, it's the people who make the biggest difference. Here, students get the help and support they need to earn a quality education. Professors know your name and oftentimes help students find internships or even that first job after graduation. The campus is filled with people who care enough to make a difference in your life. It's also filled with opportunities to make a difference for others. Here, you can explore the world around you with confidence, knowing you have people behind you every step of the way. At UNK, we're all difference makers. We turn ideas into action. We produce results to be proud of. We put more care into our work because we're people of integrity. We know it takes strength to make a difference, and making a difference is our strength. Find out how you can make a difference at the University of Nebraska at Kearney. Visit unk.edu and schedule a campus visit today.
Welcome back. You're listening to UNK Baseball on the Loper Baseball Radio Network. Lopers trail 1-0 here in the third. As Adam Stoley, the left fielder, gets ready to step in. And the first pitch from Robinson. That one low and inside for a ball, 1-0. Another lefty in this Truman lineup. 6 of them total in their 9-man lineup. Is that one outside? 2-0 the count. Robinson getting his sign from Hayes as the 2-0. This one chopped foul at the dish. And we're reset for 2-1. This is day 3 for the Lopers in Arkadelphia. As next week they'll head to Colorado Springs. This one chopped to the ground up the middle. Rudolph can't get to it. It'll be a base hit for Adam Stoley to lead off the third. And we head back to the top of the order with Mason King. King singled in his first bat. Was thrown out at second. That was in the first. Average lead at first from Stoley as Robinson gets his sign. Checks on the runner. Here's the pitch. King acted like he was going to go, but he'll hold tight. Pitch in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Back in the lefty Trimble. No correction, King. The 0-1, runner on the move this time. The throw down from Hayes, right on the money. The tag, got him. Hayes to Rudolph. Gets Stoley going. 2-6 put out. And they're going to call it a ball, so the count 1-1. Final score across the string as this one's chopped on the ground. Rudolph, the throw across in time for out number 2. Score just across the street. Ouachita Baptist in Central Missouri. Number 3, Central Missouri Falls, 4-2. So coming up here tonight at Clydeberry Field, you're going to get a chance to see Henderson State in Central Missouri. With 2 down, the pitch to Brendan Trimble. Low for a ball, 1-0. Robinson has the sign, the leg kick, and the 1-0. That one in there for a strike, and it's 1-1 now. Robinson, the 1-1. That one in there for a strike, and it's 1-2. Mentioned the Central Missouri Henderson State game tonight. Omaha, Nebraska native J.J. Bennis will be on the bump for the Mules. Right-hander, played at Ralston High School and Papillion La Vista High School in Omaha. As this one going to be lined into center, Estrada's got it for out number 3. 3 batters up and 3 down here in the top of the third for Truman. As we head to the bottom half, Bulldogs lead 1-0. You're listening to UNK Baseball on the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
You're listening to the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
Discover new opportunities at the University of Nebraska at Kearney. Opportunities that lead to new connections and new passions. At UNK, you won't just go to class. You won't just meet people. You won't just get involved. Here, there's so much more. You'll get an experience that will impact who you are and what you will become. Around here, people know your name. It's up to you what it will be. At the University of Nebraska at Kearney, we are difference makers. Find out how you can make a difference at unk.edu.
Here's the voice of the Loper Baseball Radio Network, Colton Wiersbicki.
Welcome back. Bottom of the third. Lopers trail 1-0. Colton Wiersbicki here with you. As Matt Solomon, the senior from Owasso, Oklahoma, is at the dish. And the count's even at 1-1. The late kick in the pitch for Molsky outside. 2-1 the count here to the Lopers second baseman. Looking to get his back going as well. As this one going to be roped on the round up the middle for a base hit. Leadoff base runner for the Lopers here in the third. And we head back to the top of the order with Calvin Rudolph. Looking down, getting his signs from head coach Damon Day. Will now step in. That was Solomon's third hit of the season. And it comes here in his first at bat in the bottom of the third as Rudolph shows bunny, gets it down to third. The throw to first in time. So that'll be a sacrifice for Rudolph. Bring up Ricky Trammell. Trammell struck out in his first at bat. Trammell back in. From the right side. As Trammell's going to call time and step out. Molsky has the sign. Set the first pitch. That went upstairs for a ball, 1-0. Trammell has started every game for the Lopers this far at first base. As he steps in, Molsky checks on Solomon at second, the 1-0. That one way outside, 2-0 the count. One down, runner at second. Bottom of the third, Truman State leads 1-0. Trammell in. Molsky taking some time, finally gets his sign. The 2-0. This one popped up in the infield as the shortstop, Evan Kaiser, calls everyone off. He'll make the grab. So 2 down now, bringing up Dallas Schramm. Schramm had the first hit of the ball game for the Lopers in the first. Was a 2-out single. As the junior from Omaha steps in. Molsky checks on Solomon. Here's the pitch. Schramm going to watch that one outside, 1-0. Molsky. The 1-0. That one low in the dirt. 2-0 the count now to the Loper designated hitter. Molsky. Set. Checks on Solomon. Long stare. Here's the pitch. That one outside. 3-0 now to Dallas Schramm. 2 down. Runner at second. Lopers trail 1-0 here in the bottom of the third. Brad Molsky, the pitch upstairs. 4 straight to Schramm. Is he'll hustle to first. And now runners first and second with Brooks Benson coming to the dish. And time called down as Truman State head coach Dan Davis heads out to speak with his pitcher Molsky. Mentioned it earlier, but Molsky, a junior from Ellisville, Missouri, making his first start of the season. His first appearance for the Bulldogs. As Brooks Benson gets ready to go, he steps into the box. 2 down and 2 on for the Lopers here in the bottom of the third. Benson locked in. Molsky set. First pitch. Benson going to loft this one up to the right side. As Trimble going to call everyone off right behind first. He'll make the grab for out number 3. Lopers get 2 on, but are held scoreless here in the bottom of the third as we head to the fourth. Truman State leads 1-0. You're listening to UNK Baseball on the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
University of Nebraska at Kearney, we are difference makers. Stop and think about your future, 5 or even 10 years down the road. What are you doing? How are you living your life? If you're picturing yourself in a meaningful job and contributing to your community, UNK can help. We specialize in showing people how to make a difference every day. That's a powerful outlook on life. College awaits. Your application shouldn't. Apply today to UNK and get ahead on scholarships and housing for next year. Learn more at unk.edu.
This Loper Baseball Radio Network broadcast brought to you by the 2017 Upper Deck Club corporate sponsors, including Field Goal Agronomics, First National Bank, Jersey Sports Bar and Grill, Johnson Lawn and Landscape, Nebraska Star Beef, Nebraska Land Distributors, and Nebraska Land National Bank.
Welcome back. Top of the fourth. Lopers trail 1-0. As Truman State gets their turn at the dish. And they'll start with Dave Gambino, the right fielder. Robinson First pitch. This one on the ground. Diving Rudolph as it slips underneath his glove. And a leadoff base runner here for Truman State. For some of you folks that may not know, Truman State located in Kirksville, Missouri. A town of about 17,000, approximately 2.5 hours from St. Louis. Some fun facts for you about Truman State, former MIAA school. As Robinson comes set the pitch, and they show bunt as it's fouled away. Charlie Cray at the dish. Struck out in his first at-bat. Looks down, getting his signs from head coach Dan Davis. Pick over back safely is Gambino. The 0-1. That one just outside, and it's 1-1 now. Robinson taking some time today to get his sign. Finally gets it from Hayes. The 1-1. This one chopped to the ground. Rudolph's got it. 6-4. The throw to 3. Got him. Double play. Nice job by the Loper Middles to turn that one. And that'll bring up Jason Priest with 2 down. More on Truman State. It is a highly selective in its admission criteria, meaning it's very hard to get into. They refer to themselves as the Harvard of the Midwest. Interesting fact, as that one's in there for a strike and it's 0-1. Our fact check today coming from our man back in the studio, Brandon Bennett, giving us some inside info on Truman State as that one's in there for a strike and it's 0-2 to Jason Priest. Priest grounded out to lead off to second to the shortstop Robinson. The leg kick and the 0-2. That one just low. Back in Priest. 1-2 coming from Robinson. Just outside. 2-2 now the count. Billy Hayes, catcher, having a conversation with our home plate umpire. Now crouches down, gets the sign to Robinson. Here's the 2-2. This one going to be lofted up and right. Brooks Benson on his horse. As he's got to hustle, he'll make the grab on the run. For out number 3. Truman State held scoreless here in the 4th. We head to the bottom half. Bulldogs lead 1-0. You're listening to UNK Baseball on the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
You're listening to UNK Baseball on the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
At the University of Nebraska at Kearney, we are difference makers.
I'm making a difference by researching new and better ways to diagnose Alzheimer's.
I'm making a difference by being the first one in my family to attend college.
By inspiring others to overcome challenges.
By teaching kids to be active and live healthy.
By throwing a concert to benefit the Youth AIDS Foundation.
By helping students reach new heights.
By cheering the Lopers on to victory!
Discover how you can make a difference at unk.edu.
Here's the voice of the Loper Baseball Radio Network, Colton Wierzbicki.
Getting ready to begin the bottom of the fourth here in Arkadelphia. Colton Worsbicky here with you. Brandon Bennett's back in the studio. Lopers trail 1-0 here this beautiful afternoon in Arkadelphia, Arkansas. And it's going to be Pink Contentious set to lead it off. First pitch to Contentious in there for a strike. And it's 0-1. Contentious back in. Flew out to right field at his first at bat. As this one swung on and missed. 0-2. Back in. Molsky shakes off the first sign, has the second, the 0-2. Contentious going to launch this one into center as the Truman center fielder came in a few, but now has to go back. He'll camp under it and make the grab. Mason King out there in center. F8 to lead off the bottom of the fourth. That'll bring up Josh Estrada. Loper fans, I can't make this up. 80 degrees is the temperature right now in Arkadelphia. Absolutely beautiful day for baseball as Josh Estrada steps in and the first pitch is inside for a ball, 1-0. Estrada popped out to the second baseman in his first at bat. The pitch in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. Volsky, the 1-1. This one fouled away off the fist of Estrada, and it's 1-2. Estrada Jr. from Houston, Texas. This is his fourth year with the Lopers, redshirted his freshman year. There's a 1-2 inside. Almost got Estrada on the elbow. So we're reset now, 2-2. The 2-2 to Estrada, low and outside, and it's 3-2 now. Leg kick and the 3-2. That one, strike three, going to ring Estrada up on the inside. Molsky's third strikeout of the ball game, and with 2 down, that'll bring up Billy Hayes. Molsky cruising. First pitch to Billy Hayes is a ball, 1-0. Hayes singled with 2 down in the second inning. That was his first at-bat of the game. Pitch for Molsky fouled away. And it's 1-1. Lopers in action tomorrow against the Ouachita Baptist. That game at noon. As the 1-1 is outside, 2-1. And they'll hit the road next weekend to take on Colorado Springs. In Colorado Springs. Then an off weekend for the Lopers as the new MIAA schedule requires a bye week. Is Hayes going to take this one on his side? Hit by pitch. And a 2-out base runner for the Lopers. Bring up Brent Kirsch. Kirsch grounded out to short in his first, popped out to short in his first at bat. As Molsky looks at Hayes. The pitch to Kirsch. This one chopped to the ground, through into left field, a base hit. Hayes going to put the brakes on at second. And Brent Kirsch finally in the hit column this season. Loper, third baseman, has been working hard. And right there gets his first base hit of the season with 2 down here in the bottom of the fourth. Molsky checks on Hayes. The pitch to Solomon. Solomon going to rope this one in to right. It's down. Hayes coming around third. No contest as he'll score. Kirsch will advance to third. And it's a tie ball game. 1-1 here in the bottom of the fourth. Matt Solomon with the big 2-out hit. And that'll bring up the leadoff batter, Calvin Rudolph. 3 hits for Rudolph yesterday. He's 0 for 2 today. As he comes in with runners at the corners and 2 down, the first pitch upstairs, 1-0. Rudolph, a freshman from Omaha, played at Millard South High School. The pitch. Rudolph going to chop this one. Backhand, no good as it's going to roll down the line. Kirsch going to come across to score. Solomon to third. And a 2-out double for Calvin Rudolph. We'll put the Lopers ahead 2-1. That'll bring up the first baseman, Ricky Trammell. Two doubles in 2 games for Rudolph. As conversation on the mound between Molsky and Priest. And Priest will now come back behind the dish. 2 down. 2 in scoring position for Ricky Trammell. Trammell 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout and a pop out to short. Molsky, the first pitch, in there for a strike hit. It's 0-1. Mentioned it earlier, but the Lopers did not lead at all yesterday until the top of the 10th. In the 11-7 victory over Ouachita Baptist, today have a 2-1 lead here in the bottom of the fourth. That pitch is low, and it's 1-1. Molsky shakes off the first sign. Has the second. Set. The 1-1. Trammell on the ground. This one going to be on the ground to left. Base knock. Solomon scores. They're going to put the brakes on Rudolph as the shortstop. Evan Kaiser got it deep in the hole. That'll be a single for Trammell. Lopers lead 3-1 with Dallas Schramm coming to the dish. Pitch for Molsky. Gonna miss, and it's 1-0. Schramm 1 for 1 on the day with a single and a walk. The pitch. This one chopped to the ground. The shortstop has it. He's going to go the short way to second. Trimble standing there will grab it for out number 3. The Lopers strike for 3 runs here in the bottom of the fourth as we head to the 5th. UNK leads 3-1. You're listening to UNK Baseball on the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
University of Nebraska at Kearney is ready to make a difference for you. Here, you'll get a quality education and graduate on time with less debt. You'll also have an unforgettable college experience. Join a club, become a leader, make a real difference for yourself and others. Choosing the right college is a big decision. Trust your future with people who care about your success. Choose the University of Nebraska at Kearney because we are difference makers.
Loper fans, be sure to follow your UNK baseball team wherever they play from wherever you are. Most home games are broadcast on 1340 AM KGFW, and all games, both home and away, are broadcast online via the Loper Baseball Radio Network. Just follow the link found on lopers.com to listen via radio stream or YouTube so you don't miss a minute of your Lopers in action all season long.
Top of the fifth. Lopers lead 3-1. You're listening to UNK Baseball on the Loper Baseball Radio Network. As the first pitch from Robinson to Eliopoulos misses for a ball 1-0. Eliopoulos produced the only run for Truman at this point. It was a solo homer in the second. As that pitch misses low, and it's 2-0. 6-7-8 due up for Truman as Billy Hayes calls time to go speak with Robinson. Robinson has the sign, the 2-0. Eliopoulos got to pop this one up into center. Estrada hustling in as the wind's got to carry it over. Contentious will make the grab. Out number one. Tyler Blackington, the designated hitter, to step in. Here's the pitch from Robinson. This one outside. And they're going to check down, say that he did not go around. Blackington back in. The leg kick and the 1-0. That one in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. Top of the fifth, Lopers lead 3-1. The 1-1 pitch. This one fouled away down the first base side. And Robinson ahead now, 1-2. Deep breath from Robinson. The leg kick and the 1-2. That one just low and outside. 2-2 the count. Blackington in. Back foot right on that back chalk line as this one fouled away. And really quickly, let's set the defense for the Lopers. In left, Contentious. Center field, Estrada. In right field, Brooks Benson. Infield at third base is Brent Kirsch. The shortstop, Rudolph. Second base, Matt Solomon. And at first base, Ricky Trammell. Behind the dish is Billy Hayes as the 2-2 from Robinson popped up behind the plate. Hayes hustling over, but he's going to run out of room out of play. So we'll hold tight here at 2-2. Robinson shakes off the first sign. Here's the 2-2. This one going to be roped foul to right. So with one down, we'll hang tough here at 2-2. And the quick timeout in the field is Robinson waiting for his defense to get back in position. They finally are. Here's the 2-2. That one low. Count now full. Full count, one down, nobody on for Truman State here in the top of the fifth. The late kick and the 3-2. This one chopped on the ground. Solomon has it at second. The throw to first in time for out number 2. Blackington battled, but Robinson wins it. And now with 2 down, it'll be the 8-hole hitter, Evan Kaiser. Kaiser flew out to left in his first at-bat. That ended the second. Robinson back up. Here's the first pitch. This one fouled away. And the count 0-1 to Kaiser. Evan Kaiser, a 5'10", 160-pound freshman from Medina, Ohio. Here's the pitch from Robinson. That one upstairs. 1-0 the count. Here's the 1-1. That one inside as Kaiser turned, thought it was going to hit him. The count 2-1 now to the Truman State shortstop. Robinson, the 2-1. Outside, 3-1 now the count. Robinson looking to get out of this one. The 3-1. That one just low, ball 4. 2-out base runner for Truman here in the top of the fifth. That'll bring up Adam Stoley. Stoley singled and was caught stealing in the third. As Kaiser gets off first. Average lead. As Robinson comes set, the first pitch. This one going to be chopped to the ground. Kirsch dives. He's got it. The throw to first. Got him. Out number 3. And that's it for Truman State here in the top of the fifth. We head to the bottom half. Lopers lead 3-1. You're listening to UNK Baseball on the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
This Loper Baseball Radio Network broadcast brought to you by the 2017 Upper Deck Club corporate sponsors, including Marcotte Insurance, Midway Chevrolet, Runza, Samson Construction, TM Sporting Goods, U.S. Bank, Vintage Title and Escrow Company, and Eunice Hospitality.
There's something to be said about those quality Nebraska values. Waving at a neighbor, working hard each day, helping someone in need. At the University of Nebraska at Kearney, those qualities lead to an incredible college experience. The campus is filled with people who care enough to make a difference in the lives of students. They also show you how to make a difference for others and positively impact the world around you. At the University of Nebraska at Kearney, that's called being a difference maker. Find out how you can make a difference at unk.edu.
Welcome back. Lopers lead 3-1 as we begin the bottom of the fifth. And it's 4-5-6 duo for the Lopers, starting with Brooks Benson. First pitch he sees misses. It's 1-0. The pitch, this one chopped foul down the third base side. And the count even at 1-1. Brooks Benson, 0 for 2 on the day. Struck out looking. And then popped out to second base. The 1-1 from Molsky. This one going to be up the middle as the center fielder coming in. He dives as it's down. It's going to roll to the fence. Benson pulls up at second. And that'll be a double. Great effort there in center from Mason King, but he's unable to grab it. And now with the leadoff runner at second base, that'll bring up Pete Katenchis. Katenchis been kind of quiet this weekend. One of the more explosive bats in this Loper lineup. Molsky toes the rubber, Katenchis in. Lead off a second from Benson as Molsky comes set. The pitch upstairs, 1-0. Katenchis in the box. Molsky checks on Benson. The 1-0 to Katenchis. Outside, 2-0 the count. Molsky checks on Benson, the 2-0. Katenchis watches this one upstairs, and it's 3-0 now to the Loper left fielder. Katenchis, a redshirt sophomore from Longmont, Colorado. Played at Niwot High School. Sent the 3-0. That one low and inside. Katenchis will take first. So 2 on with nobody out for Josh Estrada. As Priest heads out to speak with Molsky. Got some bodies up down in the Truman bullpen. As this is Molsky's first appearance of the season. So far, he's pitched 4, giving up 3 runs. He has 3 strikeouts. As he comes set, checks on Benson at second. As Estrada shows bunt, he's going to get it down the third base line, and it's going to roll foul. Oh, and 1 the count. Estrada 0 for 2 on the day. Pop out to second. And a strikeout to his credit. As he looks down and gets signals from head coach Damon Day. Molsky sent. Checks on Benson once now, twice. The 0-1. Estrada shows bunt, pitches upstairs. And it's 1-1 now to the junior center fielder. Back in. Imagine another sacrifice attempt here as Molsky checks on Benson. Estrada shows bunt, gets it down the third base line, but it'll get foul. So 1-2 now they count. And Estrada's going to have to battle. Looks down at head coach Damon Day. As the sign now steps in. The 1-2. This one fouled away. One-two count, nobody out. Runners first and second for the Lopers here in the bottom of the 5th. UNK leads 3-1. 3-run bottom of the 4th. Molsky, the 1-2 to Estrada. Estrada going to watch this one. He will head back to the dugout. Strikeout looking. Molsky's 4th of the game. That'll bring up the catcher, Billy Hayes. Hayes steps in. Has a single and a hit by pitch on the day. And time called as Hayes will step out. Hayes, a junior, first season with the Lopers from the Chicago, Illinois area. Molsky has the sign. First pitch to Hayes. Upstairs. 1-0 the count. Hayes calls time as he steps in. Now ready to go. Molsky taking some time to get his signal. Now comes set. The 1-0. Hayes gonna pop this one up into right. Right fielder coming in as it bounces, almost goes over his head, but he's able to grab it. And a 1-out single here for Billy Hayes. The bases are loaded for Brent Kirsch, senior from Papillion, Nebraska. Kirsch steps in. Truman corners playing in. Middle infield and double play depth. Outfield playing back is the first pitch from Molsky. Misses for a ball, 1-0. Kirsch, just the grip on his bat, now steps in. Molsky, the 1-0. That one low and inside. 2-0 the count now to Kirsch. They had an arm up and throwing in the Truman bullpen. As now there's nobody up out there. Molsky, the 2-0. That one outside, 3-0 now the count. One down, bases loaded for Kirsch. Here's the pitch. That one, ball 4. And that'll walk in a run. And the Lopers now lead 4-1. And time called is Dan Davis, the Truman head coach, going to head out. And he's going to make the call to the bullpen. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have an identification on the new pitcher. You're listening to UNK Baseball on the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
At the University of Nebraska at Kearney, it's the people who make the biggest difference. Here, students get the help and support they need to earn a quality education. Professors know your name and oftentimes help students find internships or even that first job after graduation. The campus is filled with people who care enough to make a difference in your life. It's also filled with opportunities to make a difference for others. Here, you can explore the world around you with confidence, knowing you have people behind you every step of the way. At UNK, we're all difference makers. We turn ideas into action. We produce results to be proud of. We put more care into our work because we're people of integrity. We know it takes strength to make a difference, and making a difference is our strength. Find out how you can make a difference at the University of Nebraska at Kearney. Visit unk.edu and schedule a campus visit today. Discover new opportunities at the University of Nebraska at Kearney. Opportunities that lead to new connections and new passions. At UNK, you won't just go to class. You won't just meet people. You won't just get involved. Here, there's so much more. You'll get an experience that will impact who you are and what you will become. Around here, people know your name. It's up to you what it will be. At the University of Nebraska at Kearney, we are difference makers. Find out how you can make a difference at unk.edu.
Already The show goes on all night till the morning. We dream so long. Anybody ever wonder when they would see the sun? Just remember when you come up. The show goes on all right. The show goes on right till the morning. We dream so long.
Welcome back, baseball fans. Colton Wiersbicki here with you. As the Lopers lead 4-1. Currently in the bottom of the fifth. With one out, UNK has the bases loaded. And we have a new pitcher coming in. It's number 10, Blake Bangenstos. And Bangenstos is a 6 foot, 170-pound freshman from Des Moines, Iowa, from Dowling Catholic High School. And the first batter he's going to face is Matt Solomon. As Solomon steps in. Bangenstos, the first pitch outside. 1-0 the count. Bangenstos set. The 1-0. This one going to be lofted up into right. Right fielder hustling in. Runners tagging as it gets down. Nice deke out there by the right fielder. But the Lopers will score anyways. 5-1 now our score. Three base hits on the day now for Solomon. And we head back to the top of the order with Calvin Rudolph. Rudolph 1 for 2 on the day with a double. Had a sacrifice bunt in the third. That pitch upstairs. 1-0 the count. Rudolph back in. Face the righty. Bangenstos. The pitch. In there for a strike, and it's 1-1. Rudolph been sharing some time at short with Scott Platt. Now started in back-to-back games for the Lopers. Bangenstos has it. The 1-1. This one going to be caught. Heck of a play over there by the third baseman, Eliopoulos, as he dove and caught it. And his dive was right into third base. So they'll double the Lopers off. But before that, UNK strikes for 2 runs as we head to the 6th. Lopers lead 5-1. You're listening to UNK Baseball on the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
You're listening to the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
University of Nebraska at Kearney is ready to make a difference for you. Here, you'll get a quality education and graduate on time with less debt. You'll also have an unforgettable college experience. Join a club, become a leader, make a real difference for yourself and others. Choosing the right college is a big decision. Trust your future with people who care about your success. Choose the University of Nebraska at Kearney because we are difference makers.
Here's the voice of the Loper Baseball Radio Network, Colton Wiersbicki.
Some bags, only got $20 in my pocket. I'm looking for a job. This is me, awesome.
Welcome back, Loper fans. As we're here in Arkadelphia, Arkansas, top of the 6th. Lopers lead 5-1. As we have a defensive substitution now coming into the ballgame in center field is Jacob Richardson for Josh Estrada. As the first pitch from Robinson is in there for a strike to the leadoff batter, Mason King. Pitch from Robinson. This one going to be bunted down third. It's a hard one, though, as Kirsch has it. The throw to first. Truman had to go up, but can't replace his foot. And they'll give that an infield hit to Mason King. As Brendan Trimble will now step in with the runner at first and nobody out. Robinson checks on King. First pitch. Low for a ball, 1-0. Robinson getting his sign from Billy Hayes. Now set. Here's the pitch. That one outside. 2-0 the count. Trimble 0 for 2 today. Grounded into a fielder's choice. And flew out to right field. Robinson. The 2-0. That one low and outside. 3-0 now the count to Brendan Trimble. Trimble, a 6'2", 210-pound junior from O'Fallon, Missouri. Francis Howell High School. Set. The 3-0. That one in there for a strike, and it's 3-1. Top of the 6th. Only an hour and 20 minutes into this one. The 3-1 coming from Robinson. Runner on the move. Pitch in there for a strike. The throw down from Hayes. In time. The tag. Got him. Hayes gets 2 runners today. And now the count is full with 1 down for Brendan Trimble. Hayes right on the money. Tag was complete by Calvin Rudolph as that pitch is outside. And Trimble will head down to first. So 1 out base runner now for Truman will bring up Dave Gambino. Gambino 1 for 2 on the day with a single. Robinson, first pitch, swung on and missed, and that's a foul ball. Count 0-1. Gambino, 6'2", 185-pound senior from St. Peters, Missouri. Fort Zumwalt South High School. 0-1. In there for a strike, and it's 0-2. Robbins did take a strikeout here, but I personally would prefer a double play. As he comes set, the 0-2. This one chopped to the ground as Rudolph dives, can't get to it, as it'll roll into left for a base hit. So 2 on and 1 down for Truman here in the top of the 6th. That'll bring up Charlie Cray. Cray 0 for 2, struck out in his first at-bat and grounded into a double play in his second at-bat. Robinson checks on the runner at second. The first pitch going to be popped up foul down the third base line. 0-1 the count. McRae, a 6'2", 230-pound sophomore from Chesterfield, Missouri, Marquette High School. As this one going to be chopped back to Robinson on the mound. He tried to barehand it, but couldn't get it. Rudolph's got to hurry the throw in time. So they'll get the out at first. The two runners on will advance to second and third. And that'll bring up the catcher, Jason Priest, with two in scoring position and two down. Priest getting his sign, now steps in. Back foot on that back chalk line. As Robinson comes set. First pitch, swing and a miss. 0-1 to Priest. Priest is 6 foot, 200-pound senior from Pontiac, Illinois. Illinois Central College. That's where he did his community college work. As this one's popped up foul. Oh, and to the count. Robinson. The 0-2. Upstairs. 1-2 the count. Priest back in. Robinson checks on Trimble at third. The pitch fouled away. 1-2 the count. Two down, two in scoring position, top of the sixth. Lopers lead 5-1. Pitch from Robinson. This one popped up. First base side, out of play. So we'll reset at 1-2 once again. Priest 0 for 2 on the day, ground out to short. And a fly out to right field. Robinson at the belt, the 1-2. That one low in the dirt as Hayes had to block it. The count even at 2-2. Just in case anyone was wondering, Loper bullpen empty. As we'll see how long Robinson can go. The 2-2 to Priest. That one low. Count full. 3-2, two down. Lopers lead 5-1 here in the top of the sixth. Priest in, Robinson set. The 3-2. This one up the middle. It's a base hit as it gets down. One run will score. Coming around third is Gambino. And a 2 RBI single for Jason Priest. Pulls the Bulldogs just a little bit closer. It's 5-3. Just when we thought the Lopers were going to run away with it, Truman proves us wrong. And that'll bring up Chris Eliopoulos. Eliopoulos 1 for 2 on the day with a home run. Robinson. Pitch to Eliopoulos, fouled away. 0-1 the count. Eliopoulos back in. Robinson has his sign, checks to the runner, now comes set. Here's the pitch. That one just outside. And it's 1-1. Eliopoulos, the third baseman, back in the 1-1. This one lofted up to right. Benson hustling back, and it's gone. Second home run of the day for Eliopoulos. And that one will tie the ball game. Five to 5 our score here in the top of the sixth. That'll bring up Tyler Blackington. Robinson now from the windup. Here's the pitch. Low and outside, 1-0. Deep breath from Robinson. As he begins his windup, the 1-0. This one swung on and missed for a strike, 1-1. Action now in the Loper bullpen. As here's the 1-1. Low and outside, 2-1 the count. Derek Clausen, the arm up in the pen for the Lopers. As the windup in the 2-1. That one low and outside. 3-1 now the count to Blackington. The 3-1 from Robinson. Low and outside, ball 4. And I imagine we'll see Damon Day come out and speak with Robinson as Hayes calls time. 2 down, runner at first. Tie ball game. It looks like we're going to get a pinch runner here for Truman. It's going to be number 32, Josh Abeg. Stepping in, Evan Kaiser, the shortstop. Low for 1 on the day with a walk. Set. First pitch as the runner's on the move. Going to be fouled away. 0-1 the count. Kaiser getting his sign from head coach Dan Davis. The 0-1 to Kaiser. Runner on the move again. This one in there for a strike. Hayes throws down on the money again. The tag, not in time. Yes, I thought it was there. But Abeg must have slid around the tag. And now an 0-2 count to Evan Kaiser with the runner at second and 2 down. Kaiser calls time and steps out. Robinson checks on a bag. The 0-2 upstairs. 1-2 now the count. Robinson. 1-2. Nope, he'll pick over. Back safely a bag. Robinson. 1-2. Fouled away. So we'll hold tight here at 1-2. Mentioned it earlier, Central Missouri loses game number 1 of their doubleheader today at Ouachita by a final of 4-2. As the 1-2 from Robinson fouled away again by Kaiser. So we'll reset at 1-2 again. Central Missouri going to take on Henderson State at the conclusion of our game here at Clyde Berry Field. Set. The 1-2. This one going to be lofted up and a right. Brooks Benson hustling in. Slides. Makes the grab for round number 3. But Truman State, they tied it up here in the top of the 6th as we head to the bottom half. 5-all our score. You're listening to UNK Baseball on the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
Like us, follow us, and listen to us. Loper fans, you can follow your UNK baseball team all season long via your favorite social media platform. Like us on Facebook at Upper Deck Club. Find us on Instagram at UNK Baseball. On Twitter, you can follow the team at UNK Baseball, and you can follow Coach Day himself at UNK Coach 47. And of course, you can listen to all the Loper baseball away games on the Loper Baseball Radio Network. Just click the link found on lopers.com. And don't forget to stay connected throughout the entire year by subscribing to the UNK Baseball channel on YouTube. You're listening to UNK Baseball on the Loper Baseball Radio Network. Here's the voice of the Loper Baseball Radio Network, Colton Wiersbicky.
Five to 5 our score here in the bottom of the 6th. As Lopers come up to the dish, and the first pitch called a strike to Ricky Trammell. 0-1 the count. Trammell 1 for 3 on the day with a single. As that pitch low for a ball, 1-1. Leg kick and the pitch to Trammell. Strike. 1-2 the count. Begenstos on the mound for Truman. 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 to get Trammell looking. First down here in the bottom of the 6th. That'll bring up Dallas Schramm. Schramm is 1 for 2 on the day as the first pitch is in there for a strike, 0-1. Single, a walk, and grounded into a fielder's choice. There's that one outside, and it's 1-1. UNK and another barn burner here today. As 1-1 in there for a strike, and it's 1-2. Yesterday went to extras with Ouachita Baptist. Lopers were victorious in 10 innings. There's the 1-2's outside. 2-2 the count. Begenstos has the sign. A 1-2. Curveball low and outside. 2-2 the count now to Dallas Schramm. All the Lopers' runs have come in the 4th and the 5th inning. See if they can get on the board here in the bottom of the 6th. Pitch from Begenstos. Schramm going to launch this one up. Behind the dish is the catcher, Priest. Going to launch this one out of play. Or reset it 2-2. A late kick and the 2-2. Schramm going to watch this one upstairs. And correction, the count was full there. So Schramm will head to first. 1 out walk. That'll bring up Brooks Benson. Benson with a leadoff double in the 5th came around to score. It's his only hit of the day as he's 1 for 3. Benson in the box. Bengenstoss from the stretch. The first pitch in there for a strike at its own 1. 1 down, runner at first, bottom of the 6th, all tied at 5 between the Lopers and Truman State. Bengenstoss checks on Schramm. Now comes set. Here's the pitch. That one outside, 1-1. (9-1-2) due up for Truman in the top of the 7th. Is that one high and tight? Will get Brooks Benson. He'll hustle to first. So walk and a hit by pitch gives the Lopers 2 runners here in the bottom of the 6th with Pink Catentious coming up. Catentious walked in the 5th and came around to score. It's time called now, and Dan Davis going to make his way out to the mound. Looking towards the bullpen, has not motioned there yet. As going to go out and talk with Bengenstoss. 1 down, 2 on for the Lopers here in the bottom of the 6th, all tied at 5. Loper basketball in action today. It's senior day. Loper softball also in action today. So I know they took on Augustana. And we're going to have a new pitcher come in. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have an identification. You're listening to UNK Baseball on the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
Like us, follow us, and listen to us. Loper fans, you can follow your UNK baseball team all season long via your favorite social media platform. Like us on Facebook at Upper Deck Club. Find us on Instagram at UNK Baseball. On Twitter, you can follow the team at UNK Baseball, and you can follow Coach Day himself at UNK Coach 47. And of course, you can listen to all the Loper baseball away games on the Loper Baseball Radio Network. Just click the link found on lopers.com. And don't forget to stay connected throughout the entire year by subscribing to the UNK Baseball channel on YouTube. You're listening to UNK Baseball on the Loper Baseball Radio Network. Here's the voice of the Loper Baseball Radio Network, Colton Wiersbicki.
Back in action. 1 down, 2 on. For Pink Catentious is the new pitcher, Alex Hoffman, number 31. As the first pitch to Catentious fouled away. 0-1 the count. Alex Hoffman, a 6'1", 210-pound senior from Baldwin, Missouri. St. John Vianney High School. As he comes set, checks on Schramm at second. Pitch to Catentious way over his head. As Catentious had to duck. And the count's 1-1. Catentious in, Baldwin. Or correction, Hoffman. Toes the rubber. 1-1 count. Checks on Schramm the pitch. That one low and outside. 2-1 the count. Catentious walked in his last at bat. Hoffman comes set. The 2-1. That one low and outside. 3-1 the count here. So Pate contentious with 1 down and 2 on. Contentious back in. Here's nope, and they'll pick over back safely Schramm. So we'll reset for the 3-1 pitch. Contentious in. Schramm decent lead at second. Truman outfield playing back as the pitch to Contentious. Miss for ball 4. And that'll load him up. Bringing up the new batter as he came in last inning for Josh Estrada. It's number 8, Jacob Richardson. Richardson, the lefty in. Pitch from Hoffman is Richardson fouls this one away. 0-1 the count. Richardson, a senior from Goddard, Kansas. Outfielder for the Lopers has seen some time in right field and in center field. As Hoffman towed the rubber in the windup, will now step off and revert to the stretch. 0-1 count. Hoffman at the letters, a pitch to Richardson. He's going to pop this one up over to the third base side. Hustling over is Iliopoulos, but he's going to watch it foul. Oh, into the count here to Jacob Richardson. Billy Hayes on deck. All you need is a deep fly to right. Iliopoulos. Or correction, Hoffman set. Pitch outside. 1-2 the count. Truman corners in. Middle infield playing back in double play depth. Hoffman set. We await the 1-2 pitch. Here it comes. That one. Strike 3 will ring Richardson up on the inside corner. And now with 2 down and the bases loaded, that'll bring up Billy Hayes. Hayes steps in. Hoffman. First pitch. This one's going to be lofted up high to left, but it's going to get foul. 0-1 the count. Hayes 2 for 2 on the day with 2 singles. Hoffman has the sign. The 0-1. Hayes going to watch this one drop. Low for a 1-1. One count. Hoffman. The pitch outside. 2-1 now the count to Billy Hayes. Hoffman taking some time to get his sign as Hayes will call time and step out. Back in. Hoffman Still waiting on that sign. Finally gets it. Set it to Leonard's the 2-1. That one low and outside as Priest had to drop and block it. So 3-1 now to Billy Hayes. Bases loaded, 2 down. Bottom of the 6th. Score all tied at 5. Hoffman set. The 3-1. Ball 4. Hayes will take first base. And that'll walk in a run. As score now, Lopers lead 6-5. That'll bring up Brent Kirsch with the bases loaded and 2 down. Hoffman looking in, has his sign. Sent the pitch. In there for a strike, 0-1. Hoffman shakes the first sign he gets. Now has it. 0-1 to Kirsch. This one going to be roped in the left, a base hit. Benson going to come to score as the left fielder bobbles. Katenchis will come around to score as well. And a 2 RBI single for Brent Kirsch will extend the Loper lead. It's now 8-5. Kirsch now with 2 hits on the day after coming in hitless. That'll bring up the 9-hole hitter, Matt Solomon. First and second, 2 down. The pitch, low for a ball, 1-0. Solomon 3 for 3 on the day. Is this one right back up the middle? Almost took Hoffman along with it. Coming around is Hayes. He's going to score. As Kirsch was a little off his second. They put the tag on, but he's safe. And Matt Solomon, have a day, kid. 4 for 4 with 4 singles. And time now is Priest is out there to speak with the pitcher, Hoffman. Solomon 4 for 4 with 3 RBIs. Rudolph steps in. The first pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. Rudolph on the day. 1 for 3 as the pitch was low. And Kirsch took off for third. Thought he got away from Priest. And now he's out. So that'll end the bottom of the 6th. But the Lopers get the lead back. It's 9-5. You're listening to UNK Baseball on the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
This Loper Baseball Radio Network broadcast brought to you by the 2017 Upper Deck Club corporate sponsors, including 5 Points Bank, Aflac, Bruce Furniture, Bruner Frank LLC, the Buffalo County Fairgrounds, Coca-Cola, Culligan Water, and Eagle Dental.
At the University of Nebraska at Kearney, we are difference makers. We're the ones who turn ideas into action. We produce results to be proud of. We're innovative. It's not enough to just complete a job. We strive to do it better. We put more care into our work because we're people of integrity. We know it takes strength to make a difference, and making a difference is our strength. Seeing is believing. Visit unk.edu and schedule a campus visit today.
All my life, you stood by me when no one else was ever behind me. All these lights, they can't blind me. With your love, nobody can drag me down. All my life, you stood by me when no one else was ever behind me. All these lights, they can't blind me. With your love, nobody can drag me down. Nobody can drag me down. Nobody can drag me down. I got fire for a heart. I'm not scared of the dark. You've never seen it look so easy. I got a river for a soul, and baby you're a bowl. Baby you're my only reason. If I didn't have you, there would be nothing left.
Welcome back. UNK leads 9-5 as we head to the 7th. And a new pitcher in for the Lopers. It's number 48, Derek Clauset. Senior from Beatrice, Nebraska. And he's going to face 9-1-2 here, starting with Adam Stoley. Here's the pitch. That one low. 1-0 the count to Stoley. Clausen set. 1-0 swung on and missed. 1-1 now the count. The lefty Stoley back in. 1-1 count. Pitch from Clausen. This one chopped foul at the plate. 1-2. Adam Stoley on the day. 1 for 2 with a single. Pitch from Clausen. This one fouled into the backstop. So we're reset at 1-2. Clausen's last appearance was Thursday against Henderson State. Pitched an inning and a third. No hits, no runs, no walks, 1 strikeout, and 5 batters faced. 1-2. Got to be popped up over to the left side. It'll stay in the infield as Kirsch is going to call everyone off. He'll make the grab for out number 1. So 1 down as we head back to the top of the order with Mason King. King 2 for 3 on the day. The pitch. That one in there for a strike at its own 1. King in the 6th singled to lead it off and was caught stealing. Pitch from Clausen. Chopped up the middle. Rudolph can't get to it. It'll roll into center for a base hit. 3 singles on the day for Mason King. That'll bring up Brendan Trimble. Trimble on the day. 0 for 2, grounded into a fielder's choice, flew out to right, and then walked in the 6th and came around to score. As Clausen steps off. Now back on the rubber. 1 down, 1 on. Clausen set. Here's the pitch. Blowing outside. 1-0 the count. Pick over, back safely. Set the 1-0. That one just low. And 2-0 now the count. Lopers, all their runs have come in the 4th, 5th, and 6th innings. 3 in the 4th, 2 in the 5th, 4 in the 6th. Toss it. The pitch. This one chopped to the ground. Solomon's got it. 4-6. The throw to 3 in time. And the Lopers roll a double play here in the top of the 7th to end it for Truman. We head to the bottom of the 7th. UNK leads 9-5. You're listening to UNK Baseball on the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
At the University of Nebraska at Kearney, it's the people who make the biggest difference. Here, students get the help and support they need to earn quality education. Professors know your name and oftentimes help students find internships or even that first job after graduation. The campus is filled with people who care enough to make a difference in your life. It's also filled with opportunities to make a difference for others. Here, you can explore the world around you with confidence, knowing you have people behind you every step of the way. At UNK, we're all difference makers. We turn ideas into action. We produce results to be proud of. We put more care into our work because we're people of integrity. We know it takes strength to make a difference, and making a difference is our strength. Find out how you can make a difference at the University of Nebraska at Kearney. Visit unk.edu and schedule a campus visit today.
It's going down. I'm yelling timber. You better move. You better dance. Let's make a night.
1, 2, 3. Due up for the Lopers. Here in the bottom of the 7th. And it's Calvin Rudolph who watches the ball 1-0. Next pitch from Hoffman. That one catches the zone for a strike, and it's 1-1. Late kick, the 1-1. Rudolph takes a hack at that one. Misses. 1-2 the count. Rudolph. 1 for 3 on the day. Sacrifice bunt as he swings and misses at that one. Strike 3. That'll bring up Ricky Trammell, who's 1 for 4 on the day. Trammell, the switch hitting first baseman, steps into the left-handed batter's box and swings and misses on that one. 0-1. Late kick, the pitch. Trammell fouls this one away to the third base side. 0-2 the count. Hoffman was on the rubber. Trammell will call time and step out. 0-2 count. The 0-2. Trammell going to chop this one foul. Just had an update from Loper Basketball, as there was just a naming ceremony. The equipment room and UNK will be now named after Dick Collins. We'll get to that here in a second as Trammell chops this one to short. The throw to first in time. 6-3 put out for those of you keeping score at home. And with 2 down, that'll bring up Dallas Schramm. Dick Collins, equipment room, is now what it will be called inside the Health and Sports Center. Dick Collins, a heck of a fella. If you're at any Loper luncheons or pretty much any Loper event, you'll see Dick Collins there. Stop by and talk to him. He can tell you some stories. This is the first pitch to Schramm's in there for a strike. Next pitch. Low for a ball. 1-1 the count. A late kick and the 1-1. That one low in the dirt. 2-1 the count to Dallas Schramm. With a 2-1. Schramm going to watch this one low and outside. 3-1 now the count. The late kick and the 2-1. This one roped right into the glove of Iliopoulos for out number 3. So the Lopers go down in order here in the bottom of the 7th. We head to the 8th. UNK leads 9-5. You're listening to UNK Baseball on the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
You're listening to the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
Discover new opportunities at the University of Nebraska at Kearney. Opportunities that lead to new connections and new passions. At UNK, you won't just go to class. You won't just meet people. You won't just get involved. Here, there's so much more. You'll get an experience that will impact who you are and what you will become. Around here, people know your name. It's up to you what it will be. At the University of Nebraska at Kearney, we are difference makers. Find out how you can make a difference at unk.edu.
Here's the voice of the Loper Baseball Radio Network, Colton Wiersbicki.
Welcome back. UNK up 9-5 as we head to the 8th. And it's Derek Clausen still on the mound for the Lopers. He's going to have the pleasure of facing 3, 4, 5, starting with Dave Gambino, the right fielder. Gambino 2 for 3 on the day with 2 singles and a run scored. First pitch from Clausen. Low for a ball. 1-0. Back in. The pitch outside. 2-0 the count here to Gambino. Popped up. Hooking foul out of play. And the count 2-1. The pitch. This one going to be lofted up into left. Contentious on his horse. Makes the grab on the run. One down. And that'll bring up Charlie Cray. Cray struck out in his first at bat, grounded into a double play in the 4th. And then grounded out to short in the 6th. Here's the first pitch in there for a strike 0-1. Clausen, 1 inside of his hands. Misses for a ball. One and one the count. Here's the pitch. This one fouled away. Now 1-2. As we're getting a new baseball here. Hayes back behind the dish now. We wait the 1-2. Here's the pitch from Clausen. Low. 2-2 the count. Austin. The 1-2. Outside. Count even at 2-2 now. Nine to 5 hour score here at the top of the 8th. Set the 2-2. That one just outside. And apparently the count was full, so he'll walk. Runner at first, one down for Jason Priest. Priest, 1 for 3 on the day with a single. Here's the pitch. This one chopped to the ground through the hole into left, a base hit. So 2 on and 1 down for Chris Eliopoulos, who has 2 home runs on the day. Eliopoulos in. Fawcett. Checks on the runner at second. First pitch low. 1-0 the count. Set. The 1-0. Eliopoulos is going to watch this one in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. Eliopoulos, a home run in the second, a fly out to left in the 5th. And then a home run in the 6th. The 1-1. This one chopped to the ground. Solomon's got to hustle. He's got it. He's just going to go the short way to 1. And so now 2 down with 2 in scoring position. We'll bring up the former pinch runner, Josh Abeg, who is now in the spot for Tyler Blackington. Clausen toes the rubber after Abeg called time. And time again now. Clausen has it. Set. The pitch. This one going to be roped right into the glove of Calvin Rudolph. Truman and State will strand 2 in scoring position as we head to the bottom of the 8th. UNK leads 9-5. You're listening to UNK Baseball on the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
University of Nebraska at Kearney, we are difference makers. Stop and think about your future, 5 or even 10 years down the road. What are you doing? How are you living your life? If you're picturing yourself in a meaningful job and contributing to your community, UNK can help. We specialize in showing people how to make a difference every day. That's a powerful outlook on life. College awaits. Your application shouldn't. Apply today to UNK and get ahead on scholarships and housing for next year. Learn more at unk.edu.
This Loper Baseball Radio Network broadcast brought to you by the 2017 Upper Deck Club corporate sponsors, including Field Goal Agronomics, First National Bank, Jersey Sports Bar and Grill, Johnson Lawn and Landscape, Nebraska Star Beef, Nebraska Land Distributors, and Nebraska Land National Bank.
back, look where I'm at. We was OG like DOC, remember that. My DOC was quite OD, ID my facts. Now POV of you and me.
Welcome back. 9-5 our score. Lopers lead as Brooks Benson is at the dish. 4-5-6 due up for UNK. As the 1-0 pitch fouled away down the first base side, and it's 1-1. Benson in. Pitch from Hoffman. Outside. 2-1 the count. The pitch. Outside. 3-1. Benson today. 1 for 3 with a double. The pitch. Popped up behind the plate as it's going to get out of play. Count is full. 3-2. The leg kick and the 3-2. This one going to be lofted to center this time as King took a few steps back now to come in and dive for it. Makes the grab. For out number 1. And that'll bring up Pete Contentious. Contentious. 2 runs scored on the day. So he's 0 for 2. That pitch in there for a strike. And it's 0-1. Walk and a hit by pitch also to his credit. As the next pitch outside 1-1. The leg kick, the pitch. Contentious popped this one up just beyond the infield as the shortstop Kaiser will make the grab. And that'll bring up what looks to be a pinch hitter. It will be Ty Roseberry, number 18, going to step in. To hit for Jacob Richardson. Roseberry hit his first hit in a Loper uniform yesterday. A single against a Ouachita Baptist. The pitch. Roseberry going to pop this one up into right. As the right fielder jaunting back a few will make the grab for out number 3. 1, 2, 3, go to the Lopers. Here in the bottom of the 8th. 3 outs away from victory. And we're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have the top of the 9th. You're listening to UNK Baseball on the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
You're listening to UNK Baseball on the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
At the University of Nebraska at Kearney, we are difference makers.
I'm making a difference by researching new and better ways to diagnose Alzheimer's.
I'm making a difference by being the first one in my family to attend college.
By inspiring others to overcome challenges.
By teaching kids to be active and live healthy.
By throwing a concert to benefit the Youth AIDS Foundation.
By helping students reach new heights.
By cheering the Lopers on to victory!
Discover how you can make a difference at unk.edu.
Here's the voice of the Loper Baseball Radio Network, Colton Wiersbicki.
Loper fans, as we head to the top of the ninth inning. Lopers lead 9-5. And last chance here for Truman State, as they're going to come up with 8-9-1. Kaiser, Adam Stoley, and Mason King. And time called now is I think there was some confusion about the mound. I was trying to decipher the conversation, but we're good to go now as Kaiser steps in to begin the ninth. First pitch, ground ball to Solomon at second. He's got it to throw to first in time for out number one. We had the pinch hitter for Richardson. The new center fielder is number 12, Easton Edmond. Laughlin. First pitch here to King as he's going to bunt it foul. In correction, not King, Adam Stoley. The 0-1. Low for a ball, 1-1 the count. The pitch fouled away. The count 1-2 to Adam Stoley. At the belt, the 0-2. Now 2-2. The 2-2. That one inside, count full. Lopers lead 9-5 here in the top of the ninth. 2 outs away from victory. The 3-2. This one chopped to the ground. Rudolph can't handle it as it hits off his arm and rolls into center. So that'll be the first error of the ball game. And it comes here in the ninth. Runner at first, one down for the leadoff batter, Mason King. King in the box. Deep breath from Laughlin, the pitch. That one upstairs, 1-0. Pick over back safely is Adam Stoley. And Stoley gets the lead off the first. Laughlin. The 1-0. That one misses. 2-0 the count to Mason King. King on the day, 3 for 4. No RBIs to his credit. The 2-0. That went in there for a strike, and it's 2-1. The lefty King back in. Righty Laughlin set. Pick over back safely. Stoley Close one there. Laughlin, a senior from Overland Park, Kansas. The 2-1. That one low. 3-1 now the count. Laughlin's last outing was Thursday against Henderson State. Pitched a third of an inning, gave up 3 hits, 2 runs. None of them were earned. Had 1 strikeout and 4 batters faced. The 3-1 in there for a strike. And the count now full with 1 down. Laughlin picks over. Safe Stoley. 9-5 our score here in the top of the 9th. 2 outs away from victory. The pitch. Strike 3. Got him looking. As Mason King disagrees with that one. And now the Lopers 1 out away from taking this one from Truman. Brendan Trimble, who is 0 on the day. Laughlin picks, Stoley safe. Set at the belt, the pitch. This one popped up to left, out of play, foul. Laughlin pick over. So we'll hold tight at 0-1. The pitch. This one popped up to left. Contentious coming in. He'll make the grab for out number 3, and that's the ball game. Your final score, UNK 9, Truman State 5. We'll be right back.
Next game begin in about a half hour between Henderson State
And that's the ball game. Stay tuned. Coming up, your Loper Baseball postgame show brought to you by Runza, where the difference is real. You're listening to UNK Baseball on the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
The University of Nebraska at Kearney is ready to make a difference for you. Here, you'll get a quality education and graduate on time with less debt. You'll also have an unforgettable college experience. Join a club, become a leader, make a real difference for yourself and others. Choosing the right college is a big decision. Trust your future with people who care about your success. Choose the University of Nebraska at Kearney because we are difference makers.
Loper fans, be sure to follow your UNK baseball team wherever they play from wherever you are. Most home games are broadcast on 1340 AM KGFW, and all games, both home and away, are broadcast online via the Loper Baseball Radio Network. Just follow the link found on lopers.com to listen via radio stream or YouTube so you don't miss a minute of your Lopers in action all season long.
At the University of Nebraska at Kearney, we are difference makers.
I'm making a difference by researching new and better ways to diagnose Alzheimer's.
I'm making a difference by being the first one in my family to attend college.
By inspiring others to overcome challenges.
By teaching kids to be active and live healthy.
By throwing a concert to benefit the Youth AIDS Foundation.
By helping students reach new heights.
By cheering the Lopers on to victory.
Discover how you can make a difference at unk.edu.
Welcome back to the Loper Baseball Postgame Show, brought to you by Runza. 2 locations in Kearney where the difference is real. And now, the voice of the Loper Baseball Radio Network, Colton Wierzbicki.
Hello, baseball fans. Welcome back. You're listening to the Runza postgame show, brought to you by Runza, where the difference is real. As the Lopers are victorious in this one, 9-5 over Truman State. Lopers now 4-3 on the year. Truman State 1-2. And let's take a look at today's stats. First, for the visiting team on the scoreboard, Truman State. Mason King was 3 for 5. Brendan Trimble 0 for 4. Dave Gambino 2 for 4 with a run scored. Charlie Cray 0 for 3. Jason Priest 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs and a run scored. Chris Eliopoulos 2 for 4 with 2 runs scored and 3 RBIs. Tyler Blackington 0 for 2. He was replaced by Josh Beck, who was 0 for 1. Evan Kaiser 0 for 3. And Adam Stoley 1 for 4. And let's take a look at the lineup for the Lopers. Calvin Rudolph, the leadoff batter, was 1 for 4 with an RBI. Ricky Trammell 1 for 5 with an RBI. Dallas Schramm 1 for 3 with a run scored. And following him was Brooks Benson, who was 1 for 4 on the day with 2 runs scored. Pete Contentious 0 for 3 with 2 runs scored. Josh Estrada 0 for 3. He was replaced by Jacob Richardson, who was 0 for 1, who then was replaced by Ty Roseberry, who was 0 for 1. And then Easton Edmond came into the ball game late, did not get an at-bat. Billy Hayes 2 for 2 with 2 runs scored and an RBI. Brent Kirsch was 2 for 3 with a run scored and 3 RBIs. Matt Solomon 4 for 4 with a run scored and 3 RBIs. Your winning pitcher today is Mitchell Robinson. He went 6 innings, gave up 8 hits, 5 earned runs. He walked 3, struck out 3, and 26 batters faced. His ERA is now 6 flat. The losing pitcher today will be Brad Molsky, who pitched 4 1/3, gave up 9 hits, 5 earned runs. He walked 3 and struck out 4 in 26 batters faced. And no save credited because Laughlin came in the 9th. Once again, your final score today was 9-4. And here it is, folks, what you've been waiting for. Difference maker of the game.
And now it's time for the Loper Baseball Difference Maker of the Game, brought to you by Runza, where the difference is real.
All right, Loper fans, well, today's difference maker of the game goes to Matt Solomon, the senior from Owasso, Oklahoma. Matt Solomon, 4 for 4 on the day with 3 RBIs and a run scored. He had 2 putouts and 5 assists. His batting average is now shot up to .417. So congratulations to Matt Solomon. You're today's difference maker of the game.
That was the Loper Baseball Difference Maker of the Game, brought to you by Runza, 2 locations in Kearney where the difference is real.
All right, Loper fans, well, that'll do it for us here today. Your final score, once again, 9-5. Lopers win. They are now 4-3 on the year. Back in action tomorrow as they take on Ouachita Baptist just across the street here in Arkadelphia. That game will be a noon first pitch over at Rab Rogers Field. And then next week, the Lopers will travel to Colorado Springs to take on Colorado Springs. And you can hear tomorrow's game right here on the Loper Baseball Radio Network. You can also hear next weekend's games right here on the Loper Baseball Radio Network. I'm Colton Wierzbicki for Brandon Bennett's back in the studio. We say so long here from Arkadelphia. Lopers victorious 9-5 over Truman State. Thank you for listening. Go Lopers.